Hi everyone, welcome to this session and demo. Today we are going to be looking at how you can use agents to make your business workflows efficient and fast. This is quickly about me. My name is Giridhar. I am the CEO and co-founder at Nuvepro, and today we'll be using Crew AI to build a workflow. Today's demo is going to be centered around the analysis of a document called as the non-disclosure agreement. So non-disclosure agreement is something which is exchanged and agreed upon by two organizations before they get into any kind of business. And the workflow is one of the organizations will circulate its NDA, and the receiving party will review it. Usually, the legal, if there's no legal team within the organization, you would send it out to an external entity and that entity would review and give the comments, and this could go on for a week or so. With GenAI agents, it's possible for you to do a first level review quickly. If no red flags are found, you can move ahead. So basically reducing the time to get back to the party which has sent you the NDA. So in today's demo, this is what we'll be covering, which is you will this particular workflow will have two inputs. One is the NDA which you have received to review. The second one is a reference NDA which your organization maintains to compare along with what's received. And the problem statement is listed out here, which is to enable a manager to do a first level review and decide whether to involve the legal team external to the organization. And the solution is we'll be using Cruya's enterprise product to build the NDA review workflow, and we'll also be testing the workflow. With what is going to be covered today, you are the person who is going to be building the workflow, will be the only one who will have access to this workflow. However, if you want to publish it to other members of your team, then we can publish this workflow through an MCP server to access and then access the functionality. But that we will not be covering today. We'll be looking at it in the subsequent demo. So now let me move on to the demo itself. So like I said, Crew AI is the leading multi-agent platform, and as described on their website, it can streamline workflows across industries with powerful agents. So I have logged in here the to my Crew AI enterprise account, and there are many things here on the left panel. But we'll start off with or touch upon only the important ones today. And for that, the first one is the LLM connection. So LLM is the one which will connect. This LLM connection is the one which will connect this workflow to a particular OpenAI or Gemini or any of the other LLMs there. We have to define a key to connect to that. So here in this demo, I'll be using an Open API key or OpenAI's LLM will be used. You have to define an OpenAI API key. So that's already been defined by me. You need to make sure that this is how it is called, right? So OpenAI API key. Otherwise, this workflow will not be able to access the LLM. So once you define this, let's move on to the place where you will start defining the workflow itself, right? So let's come in here, and there's a helpful message from the Crew Assistant that what is that which you want to establish today or accomplish today, right? So I'll put in exactly what I talked about, which is build a workflow to analyze an NDA that has been received, compare this with the reference NDA, and then um, share the clauses that need attention. The clauses to be aware that need attention are duration, non-compete, non-solicitation, geography, etc. So let me put in this prompt here. And with this prompt, QA is going to now come back with its understanding. So we have that understanding here now, which is um, you can list it out here, right? There's an automation plan, a series of NDA. We're comparing with the reference, and output will be a report highlighting the clauses uh, which need attention, right? So the inputs are the received NDA, document path, reference NDA, and we'll be using two tools, PDF search tool and the doc search tool in case the NDA is either in PDF or a doc format. And these are the few agents which will be there. There's an extractor agent, comparator agent, and report generator. So there are three agents which will be coming in, and the tasks will include extracting the clauses, comparing the clauses, and basically generating the report based on it. So now Kruai is asking whether this is a plan that aligns to your needs. And I'm saying yes. And this particular demo here, we are not going to be doing a back and forth with a crew. We are mostly going to be accepting what's being told to us so that we can go from end to end here for the simple workflow here. So I'll just say yes. Okay, so now this is coming here, right? So again, we see a little bit more information here. Great, let's proceed. Automation plan, these are the inputs, received NDA path, reference NDA path. These are the two tools. Like we saw previously, there are three agents which is coming in, and then it's going to complete the activity. So next is to do a generate queue plan. Let's give it a minute. Okay, so now the crew plan is ready. So let's again review what has been given to us. Right, so this is the crew plan. There are three agents. There is the clause extraction specialist, clause comparison expert, and the reports compilation specialist, right? So now clause extraction, this is the first agent, right? Here, we are going to be extracting relevant clauses from the received and reference NDAs. There are two tools which will be used, the PDF search tool and the doc search tool. And then there's going to be the clause comparison expert, where you're going to be comparing the clauses between the two NDAs. And the third one is the report compilation. And these are the tasks. And one more thing to note here is you can see there's three column headers here, role, goal, and backstory. Anything you define in QA agents, these are three parameters which needs to be specified. If you're using the developer version, then you will be filling these things manually here. In the enterprise version, basis whatever is the prompt or the requirement from you, QA fills up these things for on your behalf. The backstory is quite important here because this is what you can actually edit it. What this is what is defining or giving the context to the agent through the LLM to the LLM, so that the LLM context is set before it starts to do this particular task, right? So you're saying here before you start the work, you are a clause extraction specialist, right? Here you are a legal specialist, right? And the last one is you're a report compilation specialist. So these are the things which is given here. You can look at the depth of this particular prompt here, right? So you can actually edit and make this even better. Right now, I'm not going to be doing anything there. And these are the list of tasks. Again, you see the list of tools here. This has been taken automatically. You can add other tools if you need to by defining it in a different place on this portal. And we'll just go ahead with what has been given. So again, here, these are the set of tasks and which agent is going to be doing these tasks. That's also given here along with the expected output, right? So all of this information is available here. Now, all of this is already given. The next one is to generate the crew. Just note down here, this particular button is not so visible. You need to click on this, and then it may take about up to 30 seconds for it to generate the crew. So let's wait for that to happen. What you will get now is a visual representation of the workflow itself. As you can see here, you can need to extract the clauses. Then again from the received NDA, reference NDA, compare the clause and generate the report. Very, very standard, right? This is what your legal, external legal team would also be doing. So we need to next do something called as deploy the crew. In my case, I have a free account here. I'm not going to be able to deploy this particular crew at this time. Instead, uh, I will go on to crew which has already been deployed by me. One thing to note is deploying the crew takes about 10 minutes. So let me just go to the one which I had already deployed before. And here I am the one who has logged in and I will be able to do the test unless I publish it and make it available to other folks, they will not be able to use it. So in this part of the demo or today's demo is only going to be that I have created this crew and I am going to test it out. Right. So there are a few other things here which we will talk about shortly. So let me go to the test section here. I need to select the model GPT-4o Mini, which is the quickest and cheapest there. And I need to enter the NDA PDF path. This is the one which has been received. So I will take the one which is received by me. And here, let me just go here. Next, I'll put in the reference. Yeah, this is the reference, right? So now I'll say test crew. So the processing should have started now. These are the results of whatever has been done by me before. So this is an average score in terms of the quality of the workflow itself. I can improve it by editing the different tasks which I have not done. It also gives you the list of tokens which has been consumed on a particular day here, right? So you can see the day that is also being given here. Let me see the status. I can go to the executions and see what's happening there. As you can see here, it is just about to start now. It is still at 0%. So there are other, I said we'll talk about what's there on the left side here. So here the crew is online. There's an API to access here, API URL. I can take this and try to access it, but this is not going to give me any result at this time. This is to be used through an MCP interface. So there is a user bearer token and a bearer token. There is a particular format to use it. We will need to first export this the MCP server itself. Then once you have exported the MCP server details, you can then import it within something like Cloud Desktop and use it from there. We will cover that in a later demo. For now, since we have started this particular test here, let's just wait to see what results it will give us. It is still at 50% progress. Let me just go and refresh. Sometimes I don't get the response immediately. Let me just do a refresh here. And it is still at 50%. There are certain logs also which are available, which this is primarily in terms of the deployment itself. So this was done earlier, a couple of days back. So that's what you're seeing here. Let's look at crew. Here I have not seen logs coming in. Need to find out how to enable the logs here. And let's just also look at the endpoints, right? So these are the endpoints which is basically capturing the request. So today's request is also got logged here. So this can help us debugging further. But like I said, today's demo is fairly simple. But as you start building more and more complicated agents, all of these debugging and logs is going to make a lot of sense and a lot of help to you. So let's go back to the execution part. Again, it is taking a bit of time to complete this activity. Let me do a quick refresh. It is still at 75%. Run, we already looked at it. Oh, there it is done. It just completed it, 3 minutes. Let's go and take a look at the details. Let's do a view details here. And this is the activity. You can see that the description, the agent, the tasks, basically we saw the task, right? Let's look at the agent. These are the specific agents which is there, the LLM model, and the goal of each agent itself. We saw this before. Then let's look at the task. You can see that all of these tasks have been completed. And let's look at what was the reason we started off this workflow. We wanted to find out about what is the status or how does it compare the received NDA with the reference NDA. right? So here the first one is being looked at is mutuality, because whatever I gave the reference was a mutual NDA, which means that both parties have to have equal rights, right? So you can see here that it's saying risks, limited protection. This is what we have received is not a mutual NDA, it's a unilateral NDA, which is it's protecting more the party which has sent the NDA to us, right? So we can, it's giving you here that there may be an imbalance in negotiation power if it's not a mutual NDA. So geography again is given here, saying that the geography is not defined. So basically, if there is anything which goes wrong, one of the parties can sue or take the other party to court, and it has to happen in that particular geography. So that is what is given here. You're saying that keep that defined because different regional laws may affect the enforceability. Non-solicitation, right? So basically to prevent one party from trying to poach the employees from the other party, right? So again, it's saying it's ambiguously defined, right? So now the compliance status. So that is given here, right? So this, if you can see here, the way this review was done was fairly detailed. This should enable you to now go back to the party on your own and say that these are some points which doesn't look like it is serving our best purposes, and so we need to review it. Right, so this is one way for you to now go back and do it. So mostly you may be able to save that initial time which you would have spent trying to engage with a legal team which is external to your organization. This was the completion of the quick demo here. And let's go back to what we wanted to do. So this is what we wanted to do here, right? We got an NDA to review. We then compared with the reference organization. Then we got the review comments. We used the enterprise product to build the NDA review workflow and tested that workflow. So that's all for today's demo. So what I will be doing next is making a detailed post on this and making it available for everybody to access. And also there is a way for us to publish this particular the code for this workflow. So I'll be publishing that and sharing it in a while. And look forward to the next demo where we'll be seeing how to publish this workflow itself and then make it available to everybody in your organization to use it. So until then, this is Giridhar here signing off. And do visit nuvepro.com to learn more about what we do and how we can help your organization learn and build agents. Thank you.